and do not post any pictures of us on social media that are not approved. Here are the 4 pictures of Kim you may use. Here are the 2 of Chris. Good luck. I'm
I
not
don't
knocking it.
know.
I'm not knocking it. It's a place you want to be.
I hope that these new rumors are, I hope they're absolutely not true. The Diddy thing is wild,
I
wild.
don't think they're true. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce are happily married and actually really,
Well, you think, well,
know,
yeah, I hope they are too. I think they work at it. I mean, he did cheat on her, but they're in a world where you get a lot of offers.
there's
I mean, it would be hard to. I mean, I would do probably exactly what Jay-Z did if I got married like young like that. I mean,
speaking
there's
of
a reason
marriages,
Solange Knowles took him out in an elevator for a reason, honey.
speaking of marriage, I just looked at that JT up on that stage. I just looked at him up on that stage and like, look, it's not going to be a month but I mean, eventually in the next 40 years of his life,
Yeah.
he ain't going to stay married to Jessica Biel. I mean, I'm just calling it as
Excuse
I
me?
see it. I mean, the guy is out on, I mean, I hate to be stereotypical. It's just some guys just want to be free, girl.
And you what? You went to JT's concert and you said, "Oh, this guy wants to be."
Sit in, well, I was like in the third row. We had a moment. And I just, I mean, come on. He's out with, they're out and Kimmel and they like their, there's a reason that he was at the American Hotel. Let me tell you, that American Hotel, it's not a stereotype. They give you the best martinis, best, and East Hampton Girl. Both are great. Sarah, we have to talk about McSweeney. She is on the loose, the swine star. She is leaving her FIDI apartment and heading a block away to court. It's Bravo going to court. The McSwine October 30th. It's coming.
Well, and this is important because she's going to be the first lawsuit against Bravo and Andy to be, is it depositioned or am
But
I
was Nini's? I mean,
viewed in court?
Nini's. There were depositions and stuff. No, I mean,
Yeah, I got it wrong. There were depositions in Nini's, but it was never heard in court. It never went to court.
this is
McSweeney's is the first to go to court.
Look, I know her lawyer. I mean, I don't know him, but I know who he is. He dated Kavovit, Barbara Kavovit.
Oh, I love Barbara.
There's a
I have lesbian crushes. I have one on Barbara. There's something about Barbara with a drill.
a great question to ask at our live show. Barbara Kavovit, add her to the list. Add her to the list. Listen, you got to do what's best for you, even if people get mad at you. Apparently, Barbara can't handle the fact that I am friends with Countess Loam. So, Barbara ain't so happy with me since we had a run in at Le Biblioquai in the summer. You see the things I don't tell that I don't spill, but I guess today is just the day for me to spill that Miss Cavavit is not pleased with me. Well, sorry, bitch. I've known Luann since before you came out of your mother's fucking vagina. Okay. And by the way, let me just be very clear. Oh, here we go on a rant. Let me just be very clear. Luann de Lesseps reaches out to me on a regular basis to ask what I'm doing, what I'm up to, how am I? So like the phone works both ways, Cavi. Besides, she's in Sag Harbor and you're in East Hampton. So there you go, girl. Um, McSweeney, what do you
Right
think of
back.
this? What do you think? Sorry, I'm like on a mode today. What do you think?
God, you make it to 100. Like you're best friends with people in the next area.
Girl, first of all,
I will never go over to Sag Harbor for you again, you.
girl, let me be
And
very
I love you.
clear.
I
I
love
don't get mad at anybody. You see, do you have a minute? Do you actually have a minute? Did you have a minute?
we do now.
Honestly,
Do we have a choice?
honestly, thank you.
Oh God.
Luann doesn't get mad. You know what? You're the one that taught me this. You and I don't get mad at each other. Do you know why? Because I work 24/7 running this podcast and you have your own fucking thing going on. Success. When two people come together as friends, as business partners, and they are both equal, relatively equal in the busyness, there's no oughts. There's no jealousy. There's no, when you go into a podcast with people and they are deadbeat losers that have nothing going on and you do, they get mad at you. When you have a friend that's just sitting home, it's like, no, when two people have their own thing going on, so I actually don't get mad. And by the way, I don't hold myself. I don't expect you to kiss the ring. When people say, oh, well, let's go out next week, and then I don't hear from them for 6 months, and then they say, hey, are you free tomorrow? I don't get mad because I've had a life in the past 6 months. So that's how I live. I don't this and that and this. And so people get mad at me, not the other way around. Thank
Oh,
you.
oh God. All right. So McSweeney.
Yeah. True story. Come to the live show and ask about that whole feud.
All
But I
right.
mean,
Oh
you know,
my God, hysterical.
because I mean, there was a whole night at Le Biblique with Kathy, and she ain't happy when I was with Lucifer,
Oh no.
Luann. So yeah, McSweeney. So what do you think? I mean, we're gonna hear this come
Oh,
out
thing.
like,
I don't know what to think. I guess this is being made like a huge deal, but I don't think it's a huge deal unless she wins in court coming up. And if it can move forward, if the judge goes, okay, yes, you can move forward, and I believe there's a case here, and we're gonna go to trial or whatever she wants. I think she wants trial. She says like she wants this isn't about money. She wants this I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you prove what she is alleging. What she alleges that these producers, I think, essentially conspired, knowing that she was an alcoholic, tempting her to drink again. I don't know how you can prove that but she might have a smoking gun. We don't know. She may have actual text messages from producers to other talent going, tonight's the night we're going to get Leah to lose it and drink. I mean, if she's got that, she very well may have it, then yeah, they're probably liable for setting her up, knowing that somebody was an addict.
and maybe she doesn't have that, but in right. So I mean, I agree with you in a sense of like, this isn't such a win. As a human being, in today's society, you can sue someone. And if the case is totally ridiculous and false, you have wasted your money and you probably will have to pay the other person's attorney's fees and the case will be dismissed. But that is a very high burden. If someone sues me today for something absolutely insane, my lawyers, everyone makes a motion to dismiss because there's no case. And if your case is so ridiculous and you just have a vendetta against me, then yeah, it will be dismissed. I will win, and you'll probably have to pay my lawyer's fees. Short of that, everybody has a right. So we don't know what she has. So the fact that Andy's motion to dismiss and Bravo's was rejected. That's just normal. It sounds like she's got at least something to say, so we're going to let her have her day in court. Yeah, and also, yes, even if she doesn't have something through the discovery process, she will be able to get emails from Francis and this one and that one and the head of Shed Media. And so it is going to be interesting. I agree with you. I mean, the burden is on her to prove this. We don't know, but there's a lot of internal memos that go around. I mean, I would hope since, Me Too and this and that and all the other things that happened in the world and BLM, and I would hope that there's not external memos like this is Mad Men where we're smoking cigarettes at our fucking desk in the 50s. I don't know, girl. So
Doing cocaine, allegedly, was what she said of Andy Cohen.